All right, guys, let's go ahead and get going. Looks like we've got 12 people. Awesome. So obviously you guys can see that I'm in command right here. And what we're going to do today is we're going to grow our referral network. Okay, so over here on the left side, obviously in command is the little teardrop, and it's when you have your mouse over it, it says referrals. I'm going to push on that. And what you're going to see is a dashboard. Give me 1 second. Let me just kind of mute my alerts so this doesn't start dinging the whole time. All right, cool. So right now I've got 113 people in my referral network, and I've got 24 invites that are still pending. So what we're going to do is we need to get you guys up to about 300 people in your referral network. So who's the mathematician here? What's 300 divided by 50?
6.
6. All right, perfect. So we need 6 in each state. Okay, so that's your homework. That is your goal. Because the more people you guys have, the more likelihood that you very well can get a referral from somebody that you are building a connection with right here that's moving into the Bay Area. And I know that staff can see this. I know I can see it. I know Shamida can see it in Walnut Creek and Bree in El Dorado Hills, but we can actually see what's coming in with regards to the referral network and what's going out. And we are seeing that it is working. So 300, so that's 6 in each state. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to first start growing our network. Okay, so we're going to go right here to grow my network and allow location. That's fine. Okay, cool. So there's a couple ways you could go about doing this. You can either put a city in here, or you guys can zoom in. I like to be difficult and zoom in and out because I just like to play with the map. That's just me. But that's what you can do. Now, there's a couple other ways you guys can filter. Is when you see this drop down right here, it says production. I can actually change this to market centers. Okay, so if I click on it and I go market centers, now I'm starting to see where in the country we have market centers. Okay, so this might be a good way to kind of get you guys to start seeing where we're at. And I'm really shocked that we have nothing in Wyoming. It's the one state that looks like we don't have anything. But let's say, for instance, that I want to connect with somebody up in Bozeman in Montana. Okay, so again, I'm under market center, and I can actually see that it looks like there's 2 market centers in that area. So there's one right here and one right here. So I'm actually going to click on Bozeman. Okay, and this is basically going to show me that there's 131 agents in that market center. Okay, the default search over here on the right is always set to random. Okay, if you want to be really picky and want to say, okay, I want to find people that have the most closed units, okay, then it's going to filter that way. Okay, so there's a couple ways you guys can go about doing that. Or I can say I want to look at maybe somebody that deals mainly on buy sides. So again, I have filter capability right here. Okay, so if you guys want to, by the way, I would love it if you have questions along the way to put it in the chat. That would be the easiest way to do it. So basically, you treat this like almost like a Facebook. Okay, so let's say, for instance, that okay, let me look at this person, see this person, and I can actually open it up, and I can see that she's got 23 closed units, 3 listings, 20 buy sides. Within the last 12 months, she's closed 7 mil. Average size and price is 328. So If this is someone that I would like to build in my referral network and to basically friend, then all I would have to do is just go right here and click on it. And this is what pops up is, would you like to send an invitation? Obviously I would. Now let's talk about this. I think you guys should do this. Maybe have like a can invitation that you write in Microsoft Word or whatever you use for word processing, and type out, hey, I would love to connect to you on the referral network. I live in the Bay Area, Northern California, would love to be your Bay Area connection. Okay, something along those lines. Absolutely, I would type that maybe for the very first time Microsoft Word, and then basically copy and paste it right here. Okay, so that's what I would do. Once I have done that, then I'm going to push on send invitation. And what's going to happen is two things. She's going to get an email saying that someone's trying to join her referral network. And also she's going to have an alert through Kelly, okay, through her phone. So awesome. Now, remember we said we need to have about 6 in each state. So I need to go in here and start adding probably 5 people per, because there's going to be, I'm going to just go to random, and I'm going to basically just start taking the top 5 or whatever this way. All right. So now I should hopefully, out of all of these people, I should have at least 3 of them that will accept my invite, right? So then there's half of the state. Well, then I would need to go up to this one because there's only 2 market centers in Montana. So I need to go up here, and I basically need to do the same thing. So there is 80 agents in here. So again, if I wanted to sort, I absolutely could, or I can just basically just start going down under the random and start building it this way. And because I'm shooting for 3 in this market center, maybe I should add about 6 or 7 right here, because obviously, and the reason why I say that is because obviously there's going to be people that aren't going to accept the invite, because probably a lot of them don't even know what the heck this is. So again, you just want to try and get 6 in each state. Okay. Now there is a way to send a referral directly right here. Let's say that Andy, I'll just pick him as the top guy. I have someone that's wanting to move into this area. Okay. And I want to send a referral. Well, I can do it one of 2 ways. If I say, oh, I like Andy, okay, cool. I'm going to push this button right here. And what this is going to do is it's going to allow me to start putting in the information of the referral. Okay, so right here is all of your options: buyer, seller, tenant, landlord. This is where you guys are requesting a 25% referral fee. Now, down here where it says acceptance, I would probably knock this down within 5 hours, because if this person is not going to accept, you need to know pretty quickly, okay? Maybe he doesn't know what the referral network is. Maybe he's a new agent or whatever, okay? But again, I would always turn this acceptance deadline down, and if he doesn't accept it, then you move on to somebody else. You can put the price and notes, okay? Now, here is where you would select either put the information in from your database or create a new contact, okay? So I see my friend Rachel, who's with our office, is on the call. And let's pretend that Rachel is going to be moving to Montana. Okay, so this is where I would go in and create, and I would put her name in. I would say pre-approved, maybe up in the notes is she's a transfer or something along those lines, and transaction timeline. Okay, now the really cool thing is the highlighted message will be kept confidential until this referral is accepted. So this guy, Andy, is not going to see Rachel's information until he accepts it. Okay. So really, really important. So that's really it on sending a referral in that way. There is another way that you guys can do this, is something that's called a broadcast referral. And when the referral network first came out, I got a lot of calls. People are saying, I'm getting these leads from somebody, but then all of a sudden the lead's not there. Okay. That was a broadcast referral. Think of it like first one takes it. Okay. So if I send it to, all of these people, then it would be the first one that would get it. So let me just see something here. I'm going to try and, okay, cool. So in order to send a broadcast referral, you do need to be in what's called production mode. Under market center mode right here, this will not work. Okay. So as you can see, just within this little area, I've now got 40 people, and then you'll notice that this broadcast referral button is now unlocked, because if I was right here, you'll notice that it's locked. I can't do anything. So you have to go to production, and there you go. All right. So if I want to say, okay, Rachel is moving to this area, and basically I want to send it to the most eager person, most eager agent, then I would just push this, and I would go about doing this the same way. Your name, I can show my identity, which is fine. And I'm going to basically do all of the same information. Again, the Rachel's information is not going to be in here until someone accepts that referral. Okay. So that is what's called broadcast referral and the referral network. Now, for you guys that, if you get an alert on Kelly and you say you have a new lead or a new referral, you really need to jump on it, because it very well could be a broadcast referral that somebody is sending into the Bay Area. So make sure when you do that, you guys are jumping on it. Make sure that your notifications on your phone for Kelly is turned on and you guys can see it. Okay. So extremely important. That's what the broadcast referral is. Okay. So that is growing the network. And obviously I can go in and I can start to zoom out and I can say, okay, now I need to find some more market centers, and I need to move to, looks like we have, oh, by the way, yes, we do have offices in Canada. So if I want to get some Canadian referrals, I can obviously do that. So in this market center, there looks to be 59 agents. Again, you never know. Get in a habit of adding everybody. And what I would be doing is on top of the 6 or whatever, copy and pasting that personalized message that I told you guys to write right in here every time that you're doing it. It's a very, very nice touch. I'm just, for sake of argument, just not doing that. But there we go. Okay, again, scroll around. I can go into South Dakota. And again, we've got market centers, right? This is pretty simple. This isn't really too difficult to go in and find people. So really that's the start of it, is to see what's going on and start adding people. Okay. So your homework is to get at least 300 people in your referral network, because then you have a higher shot of getting a referral from out of state. And then you've got plenty of people to, whoever, if they move out of state, I can refer it out. Okay. Super, super simple in growing my referrals. Okay. Let me do this. Let me just see. Nope, I don't want to do that. Okay. Now, if I have happened to receive a referral, then I would see things in here. Okay. So you'll see that there's active So these are things, these are ones like that Kristen and I have been playing with in our office. See Buster Posey and Steph Curry. And I guess Kristen's husband wants to buy a house from me, which is pretty good. So I can actually send updates. So this is what's going on in Sense and Receive that I have. Okay. The cool thing about it is I can actually send an update right here. So if I want to send an update to Creston, I can say anything new on this, because this is me. So she's not freaking out like, what the heck? Okay. So this is just, this is where I sent her a referral. Okay. So then I can go and I can see, oh, okay, well, here's Scott. And I can go in and I can say, okay, send update. And I can say, in the process of getting pre-approved. Approved through Keller Mortgage. And I'm going to just say that's a class, just so she knows. Okay. So again, now what this is going to do is she's going to be getting alerts on her phone with regards to, because she referred the client to me, this is where I can send updates in that way, right? Pretty simple, guys. Let's see, funded, lost. Again, everything is pretty much self-explanatory in here with regards to what I'm doing. Active, lost, all that stuff. Okay, so honestly, in a nutshell, that kind of is it. It's really not hard. Let me just show you a couple other things though. This is everybody that I have in my network now. If I want to add a tag to them, I can. So maybe I want to say add a tag. I can say, oh geez, what's the initials for Hawaii? Was it HI? HI? Okay. Hawaii referral. Okay, so I can whoops, there we go, Hawaii referral. If I really want to you know, tag those type of things, I can even favorite her, so, or I can remove her from favorites. But the other thing that you guys need to know is this information right here is this information is actually being pulled from the KW Connect profile. Okay, so let me show you in KW Connect why that's important. Because I can also see my referrals through KW Connect. It's basically the same thing. Everything talks. So again, I can see all my referrals here. But what I want to show you is what you're seeing right here is being shown right here. Okay, so this is where you guys need to make sure that you edit your profiles, because that bio is right there. What you are seeing on hers, which is right there. So whatever you want this to show up in on your referral network, you want to write it right there. Okay. Agent stats, referral. All right. So like, let's say for instance, maybe I was a little bit ticked off with her. Maybe she didn't do a good job or she didn't follow through. I can actually remove her once I've opened up her right there. Okay, so I can go in and I can do that. I can even create a note, something that's private just to me, you know, did an awesome job. Highly recommend. Right? Okay, cool. So now that's just basically my own little note about her and how she did. So again, she ain't going to see this. This is just for you. But again, you can see information in here. So like, let's say for instance, Aaron, that's his bio, right? You can see his production and so forth. Andrew, same thing. I think I missed Amy. There's Amy and so forth. Okay. I can go in down here and I can say view all. And it looks like I've got 113 people. So again, I can go in and start and show 250. So hopefully everything shows up in the list. But essentially, this is my entire network right now. And I've got some work with regards to building this out some more. Okay. So what I would highly recommend, guys, is that you go in and grow your network and grow it to, again, 300 people. So if there's 6 market centers, then you need to get 6 people. So again, you can do the math with regards to that. But yeah, I mean, it's really, really super simple, guys, to go in here and take a look. I can look at Dan here. Oops, maybe not, because my internet is crazy at the moment. Plus, when I do these Zoom calls, it bogs down even more. All right. Wow, $178,000 is the average sales price. Geez, that's a little for Philly. Oh, wow. All right. Let me do this. Honestly, guys. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's do one more thing. There's one new thing in here that I forgot to show you. And then I'm going to open it up to questions. Like I said, this is really not too difficult at all. All right. So what if we do referral patterns? Check this out. Okay. So this is basically how, so basically this is an algorithm, and this is being pulled from KW. So based off of our market center, look at who's moving into the Bay Area. Okay. So, or vice versa, right? It could be where someone's moving from California to Orlando or to Houston or to Arizona. So this is a really good kind of map to kind of give you an idea in the referral network, where are people moving and how are they moving? Okay. Really interesting. If you want to switch it, I believe you can, like, let's say for instance, Boise. Okay. That's where people from Boise are going, or vice versa. So that's basically how the patterns with regards to the referral network is working within Boise. So again, really, really cool that you can see where we are sending referrals and also where we are receiving referrals within the United States. Okay. Let's do this again. This was really not that too difficult, and that's kind of it at the moment. Let me open up the chat, and you guys unmute yourselves if you have any questions. Go ahead. Let me start out with what looks like Ella typed in, where can I watch your previous recordings? I am in the process of uploading some to YouTube, and ultimately what we're, looks like what we're gonna do is we're going to have a lot of these videos on the FAQ site. So for each office there, we each have an FAQ site, so you'll be able to see it in there. So I'm personally uploading them to our KW Danville YouTube page. And I've got a bunch to upload. So give me a little bit of time with regards to that, because these are big files and I have to edit them a little bit and so forth. So,
Okay, because I remember you mentioning that in one of the classes I took from you probably about a week ago, the Kelly and Consumer App class.
yep. And I just downloaded those today. I thought I lost a bunch of videos, which I think I actually did. There was a update on my computer, and I think that I lost some because I remember I had some downloaded. So from here on out, you know, I'm definitely going to get them out of there and out of Zoom and get them into Facebook, or not Facebook, into YouTube, into the FAQ. So, yep.
I have, well, about that FAQ, I just tried to use it today and I mean, this might be off topic for what you're doing right now, but I'm having a little trouble trying to figure out how to use Loom and finding the classes that are coming from our training Zoom classes. So
Okay.
do you think they're just not there yet?
Very much, because of the fact that, you know, we've got so many trainings going on all the time, and the office plans only allow us so much storage with regards to keeping them on a server. Therefore, we then have to download them and then
Okay.
try and put them somewhere. I'm opting for YouTube in my office. I don't know what Shamida's doing on hers, maybe Loom, but
Yes, I did. That's who
okay.
messaged me.
So
Shamida
yeah,
was referring to the FAQ.
I would just talk with Shamida on hers, but ultimately we're going to try and put everything in the FAQ site.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
You got it. Any
Hey,
other?
Jeffrey?
Yes.
Yep. One more. So we are still supposed to be incognito in command?
Absolutely, all the time. And that's a good question. Today's Tuesday, and KW is notorious on Tuesdays for doing updates. And remember, incognito is always a blank slate. There's no cache, there's no cookies. It's like you're hitting it the first time. If you guys aren't clearing out your cache and cookies on a regular basis, then you might still see the old bugs, or you might not see the updates going on. So incognito is always first time hitting it, and everything should be working properly with regards to it. If I would also say the browser of choice is always Chrome. And so on either platform, either a Mac or PC. How to go incognito is there's always these three little dots over here on the top right. You would just go here and then basically just click this, and that gives you a brand new window. Okay, so that's how you guys would, go into incognito. Any questions about Referral Network, guys?
I have a question about clearing cookies.
Yes.
Okay.
How do you do that?
So that would be where you go up to your history, and then you would go here, and then you would go clear browsing data.
So, okay, so history, show full history.
Correct. And then clear browsing data. And when you do it in Chrome, this is what happens is there's two ways. There's a basic and an advanced. I would always make sure that the time frame says all time, not just the last hour, because you want to clear everything up. So I would say all time, and then over on advanced, unless you have passwords, unless you're using a password program, I would uncheck passwords. But I don't use that. So from there, it doesn't matter. But then I would just say clear data.
How often do you clear your cookies?
Honestly, I just go incognito.
So that's how you use command, just incognito? That's
yeah. I'm so used to running command in incognito mode.
And getting into incognito, how did you do that again?
I'm in Chrome.
Yeah.
And see the three dots right here?
Okay.
On the very far right, you push this, and then you push incognito window. And then this is going to give you a brand new window.
Okay. And that basically allows us to use the program with all updates,
Yep.
correct? Okay.
Yep. And that's coming from KW, that KW wants you guys to do that.
Okay.
So this is them saying that that's what they want you guys to do. Okay.
Thank you.
Jeffrey,
Yes.
I'm using a computer with my wife, and if I clear cookies and those kind of things, is there a way of me just clearing the cookies that I would have, but not the ones that she would have?
Nope. Nope. Not unless you had 2 profiles on your computer. So if that's the case, again, incognito, guys, is the best way to handle it. Questions about referral network? Does anybody have questions about the referral network?
Am I able to sort people by, like them being on the ALC, like I am, or,
Not yet.
okay,
Coming. That will be able to, that's something that's been brought up. That is, I'm assuming, is coming. It's same thing with like luxury. Like maybe you want to start, you do high-end properties, then it's the same thing that we're going to have the capability to filter. Oh, check this out. This is what we have right now is luxury, expansion, and maps and land and commercial. ALC is not there yet, but what I did is I clicked on the little filter button right here, and I can go in and I can say luxury. Okay, so ALC should be coming. Mega camp, more mega camps and family reunions and stuff should be able to be coming soon. But at least you can filter by commercial, land, and luxury right now in maps. And YPN, which is the young professionals. All right. More questions about referral network? And then I will stick around for general command questions. So, because it sounds like everybody's just waiting for that to happen. All right.